Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of The Bachelor.
The show packed up the s'lores and they're going to Sonoma with Eddie Spaghetti. Actually, it's just Scotch.
I
Ben's
love
dog.
that dog. I'll take it.
All right, so he is so excited and yet so exciting at the same time. All right, the first date card arrives. It's for KCB.
And the date starts off with a downtown stroll.
And we find out that Ben is a pianist. Or a
little
pianist. A little bit. Very little.
We also find out that KCB, now this date took a weird turn. She was like, I'll be right back. I left something in the store. She comes out with a friggin' baton.
Well, the dead giveaway was the shorts with the cowboy boots.
Obviously, she's a twirler.
All right, every twirler I've ever known. Weird. All right.
How many did you know?
A few.
Okay.
Boring dinner, as usual. She gets the rose because she's
I felt like
boring.
they were a good match.
Yeah, because they both are boring.
All right.
Then they head out to the theater with some delicious popcorn. I love theater popcorn. So good. And everyone's worst nightmare happens. Home movies!
I love watching home movies.
I love watching them when they're of me, not of other people.
I thought this date was all very too soon.
Yeah, it was just a little bit too much too soon.
They're watching home videos.
With his wiener hanging out.
He's getting all emotional because there's videos with his dad who passed away.
It kind of bothered me when he was like, oh, Dad would like her. You don't even know her yet. How do you know what Dad's gonna like?
I'd be freaking out.
They were making out a lot. Way too much for a first date. Okay, so it's group date time. Let's leave that single date behind us. First of all, he's a horrible dresser.
He could have done a little better than the t-shirt.
What were those cut-off shorts from the 70s? White jeans?
No.
Come on. The date card read, "Come play with me." I can only imagine. And then they showed it. They're doing a play written by kids.
The best playwrights in town.
Or anywhere. Then they had auditions. And these kids were pretty savvy because...
This one girl was like, how about a sexy dance?
And then Blakely, in her little teeny tiny romper.
I'm sorry, but rompers should not be skin tight.
No.
I feel like that's not good.
The one kid asked her, "Can you jog in slow-mo?"
When were they going to bring out the trampoline?
I was waiting for the kid to say, "Could you eat a banana?"
No!
Just kidding. All right, so it's community theater time. The name of the play? Prince Pino in Bachelorville. Tell me the kids wrote that. I highly
know what
doubt
Pino
it.
is.
Exactly.
I didn't know what that was until
well,
like
it
2
is
years
Sonoma.
ago.
If they grew up in wine country, they're probably drinking that from like the time they were fetuses.
I think the first time I heard that was Ramona.
Oh my. Well, you don't live in wine country.
True.
So the play was kind of weird, but it was actually kind of fun. I like the gingerbread costume. I think that was kind of cool. Yeah. The little dance they did at the end, and then it ruined it for me when Ben stripped down from being a sheep.
It was a little disturbing because there were little kids in the audience.
Yeah. This is not the kind of thing I would want my kids exposed to. All right, so then poolside cocktail party, and Blakely is pretty desperate.
Yeah, she is.
She really wants that rose.
She wants the rose.
She will do what it takes to get it.
Yeah.
Because that's the type of person that she is. If she sees something that she wants, she takes it.
Samantha is very upset.
She was holed up in the handicap stall in the bathroom.
She was sitting on the toilet.
Doesn't she know there's po-po germs in there? All right, so I hope she washed those clothes immediately. Kristen will be very upset. All right, back at the ranch, Courtney got the date card, and Casey read it.
The card.
Right. And we find out that Courtney is a real bitch. A real POS, and I'm not talking point of sale.
Yeah, she was all, how'd that taste coming out of your mouth?
Yeah, and KCB was like...
Tasted like vomit. What do you think?
Exactly. All right, so back at the party, Jennifer and Ben are making out in the hot tub. And it sounded like he was eating dinner.
It was really weird. I didn't like it.
It was really It wasn't any good for me either. All right, so then right after that, like 2 seconds later, Blakely comes flying out like a half bat, half person, and ambushes Ben and mouth rapes him. She really did. And she got the rose.
Of course.
Slow.
This always happens in the beginning of every
Exactly.
season. So, of course, what's her face? Jennifer was pissed.
Everyone was pissed because, according to the captions, Blakely is a horsey slut.
That's not what it said.
Yes, it did. It said horsey
No,
slut.
it didn't.
It did.
No, it didn't.
All right. Well, it's time for the one-on-one date with Courtney and Scotch, who I would like to refer to as Scott.
I would like the name Scott for that dog.
All right. So the date card read, "Let's spin the bottle."
How'd that taste coming out of your mouth?
Very bad, because it had nothing to do with spinning the bottle. It was a picnic in the redwood forest. And I've come to the conclusion that Courtney must be a foot model.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a little harsh.
Well, hand. So at dinner at the winery, we find out that Ben used to be quite the partier.
Yeah, he was living in excess, as he said.
I don't see how that's possible, but then she told the sordid tale of how she's so unlucky in love, and she found underwear in her boyfriend's bed, and maybe it was yours.
They really down it.
If you're in your boyfriend's bed slutting it up, I'm sorry. I'm not going to go there. But you know what? That underwear story got her the rose.
Of course.
Those heavy eyebrows did too. All right, so it's cocktail party time.
Oh.
And we find out that there's a playful name for Blakely.
Jugs.
What else would fit?
Makes sense.
All right, so during the cocktail party, again, everyone was pissed with the horsey slut because she stole Ben not once, but at least twice. It could
May
have been more.
than that.
It could have been more. And then Jenna,
She just doesn't know how to put sentences together.
I feel like I'm a guy.
Apparently she was trying to say she's not a typical
Girl.
girly girl or whatever. But she ended up saying that she's like a guy.
And she knew that she screwed up, so she went to bed and cried. Then I really think this part was staged with Blakely.
It was so fake.
She went in the corner of one of the rooms amidst the suitcases,
Just sitting there,
softly crying.
not even.
Yeah.
She was just like,
Waiting
just
to
wait
be
till he gets
discovered.
here.
Exactly. All right, well, let's skip the whole Ben part where he's like, I didn't know it was going to get this bad this fast. All right.
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. All right.
All right.
Time for the rose ceremony.
First rose goes to Jennifer.
Probably because she should have gotten the rose on the group date.
Exactly. And the last chance rose goes to Brittany because we hardly know her. All right, so 2 girls are cut this week. I don't remember the two-tone hair girl's name. Sorry, two-tone hair girl, but they didn't even give you an exit interview.
That's too bad.
They wasted too much time
because
on,
Jenna stole the show.
I'm a guy. All right, she had some major freak-out control happening. Thank God for captions, because I don't know what the hell she was saying.
She was like,
I deserve love.
Y'all know.
All right, next stop is Frisco. Frisco
Also known
sandwiches,
as San
everyone.
Francisco.
Exactly. And someone's going to need a medic.
What?
Get ready to dial 911. Till next week. Much love.